Welcome back to Tech Nuggets. In this video, we'll look at Gemma 4 with Ollama as a local setup. First of all, what is Gemma 4? It's a open source model from Google DeepMind, and some of its capabilities and architectural advancement. It has a better reasoning, and it has extended multimodalities. It can process image, text, and audio, and it is optimized for on-device, and it has an increased context window, that is 128K to 256K, and it has enhanced coding and agentic capabilities. Let us look at some of the benchmark results. Compare with Gemma 327B model. It had a no thinking version, and you compare with the Gemma 327B with Gemma for effective 4 billion and effective 2 billion. Even this can perform equivalently better than Gemma 327B. For example, you look at Gemma 27B as a 67% on MMLU Pro, and Gemma 4 effective 4 billion is 69.4%. Same way, you can see all the parameters better than this version, that is Gemma 327B. Even a smaller model can perform, smaller parameters can perform better than Gemma 327B. Some of the model information, that is effective 2 billion and effective 4 billion. It is 5.1 billion with embedding, but effective is 2.3 billion. The same way, the effective is 4.5 billion. It has 8 billion with embedding. Number of layers are 35, and E4B is 42, and 31 billion model dense is 60. Let us go ahead and install Gemma for effective 2B model. Before that, let me go ahead and check my Ollama current models, that is Ollama list. If you want to install Ollama first time, if you are installing, there is a detailed video on that. Otherwise, you can go ahead and find the information in ollama.com. It's a very easy step to install Gemma for effective 2B model. The command here is Ollama full, and it should take a couple of minutes. It will take about 1 minute 36 seconds.
A few moments later.
Now the download is completed. The size is 7.2 GB.
That's quite big.
Let me show you what graphics card I have, and you can see there is a 4 GB of graphics card. Let's go back and verify from command line. Ideally it should run, because graphics card may not be required. However, at least it should have 5.5 GB of RAM is minimum required to run this version. Yeah, perfect. It has come back. Say hi. Oh, perfect. I wanted to introduce Ollama's native UI. How do you access this? If you are taking a latest Ollama version, you will see open Ollama, and you should be able to see this window. So this is similar to Open UI. If you have used Open Web UI, my previous videos I've used it, and however this looks pretty good. Let us check this. The feature wise, one good thing is you can see the listed models here. Whichever model shows download symbol means that is not available locally, and if there is no symbol, it shows it's available locally. In the previous step, we have done this Gemma for E2B is locally downloaded, and we can interact with it. However, if you click any of this and say hi, what's going to happen is it's going to pull out that model locally and will start interacting with it. It's a good choice. Instead of two commands on one command, we can do that. Let's say hi from this. So we can see the error very clearly. There is a 500 internal server error, and there is a memory issue which talks about It minimum the system requirement is 5.4 GB and available is 2.5 GB. I'm not sure how it happened because this system is a 16 GB system, maybe some other program loaded. Let me check and get back to you. I've cleared some of the memory. Let's go ahead and check why now. You should be able to see the response pretty quick. There were some other programs, so I need to kill some of the tasks to get this memory. So if you are using, make sure you have at least 5.5 GB free your system. Video RAM may not be required, however you need a minimum 5.5 GB of RAM free space. You can see the thinking response, and it thought for 9 seconds and it is giving you output. Hello, how can I help you today? Let us check the usual custom questions for any LLM, that is R test. Okay, so how many R's in strawberry? Okay, let's find out. It can respond 3 R's in the word strawberry, so I think it passed the first custom test with the R test of the strawberry. So previous models, most of the models used to fail in the, it used to say the 2 R's, not 3 R's. Let us ask another question. So why does sky looks blue? Let's find out. You can see that starting with analyzing question, identify core phenomenon, recall, apply, everything it's going to list out. It's exactly like DeepSeek thinking mode. And it took 20 seconds and finally it brought the response. Okay, so while it's generating the response, let's go through this thinking mode. What all it did, you can see it made so many steps. Recall relevant physics. Okay, let me quickly show this. Then apply Rayleigh scattering to light, then it determines, then consider fact, then structure explanation. So all of that brings the final result. Next, let us do the image test, the picture understanding of it. First, let me show the actual picture. Then we'll ask questions, right? So it's a quite complex picture because it's got a lot of notes. There are 3 layers of notes. One is at the back, and there's a left, right, and bottom. I want to pull out this and add to this. So this is where I was telling this is a quite good UI. You can drag and drop this file. Last question on. Let's go ahead and analyze this. So while it's doing it, there's one point I wanted to bring out. We can configure this depth of picture understanding. There are tokens we can configure on the detail, how much detail we wanted to see. It says text content. There is a printed text arranged in 2 columns. One page number says, and passage, quotes, and bottom of the page it says. Okay, excellent. It's quite fast. At least it's a quite detailed. But if you want more detail, this can be configured with additional, the token configuration we need to mention. So based on that detailing will be changing.